Hey everybody, how's it going? KG here, and tonight we are going to be playing ourselves World of Horror, and god damn is this game loud. Hang on a second, I need to adjust some volume settings real quick. Options, audio visual. See. Okay, that takes care of the music. What about the sound effects? No. Let's see. That's palette settings, 1-bit mode, 2-bit mode. Let's see. There we go, that should do it. So, how's everyone doing this fine evening? Hang on, I need to bring up one of my windows so that way I can keep a track of what my face looks like while I am streaming, because I don't have enough screen space. Alright, so let's get rid of that. As I have stated on Blue Sky and VT Social, and as I have spelled out at the bottom of the screen, as you can see, some fair warning before we proceed. This game does have some body horror, it does have some cosmic horror, gore, disturbing imagery. It is inspired by the likes of H.P. Lovecraft and Junji Ito, if that gives you any indication of what we have in store. So, if you feel the need to step out or stop watching because you're a bit too squeamish for that, I understand. I understand this is not everybody's game, so... Anyways, let's get started, shall we? Why did the screen jump over there? Get back in the corner. There we go. Customize the playthrough. And continue. Okay, wants us to put in a seed for the suitcase, so let's just randomize that shit and jump in. Why does the screen keep jumping to the side? How am I supposed to be able to look at my chat when it keeps jumping to the side? Hang on. If it's gonna do that, then I'll just do that. Hold on. Okay. Now, our choice of characters. We have Kirie Minami. Could the ghost following her be in any way connected with all the weird events happening around town? Plus the knowledge, minus the strength. Starts with one random spell. We have Aiko Takahashi. Barely surviving after a ghost of a man kept barely surviving after a ghost of a drowned man kept her underwater. She is determined to solve this mystery. Next we have Haru. Robbing that old abandoned manor was a mistake. With his friends dead and mutilated and a vengeful horror chasing him, no speed is too fast. Plus the strength minus the knowledge starts with cigarettes. And I forgot to mention, Aiko has a bonus to her combat speed. Moving on. Mizuki Hamasaki. What a strange world we live in, where stopping an ancient evil is your easiest way to boost your career. Plus the charisma minus the strength starts with a random ally. And we have Koji Tagawa. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. The government won't be able to sweep this one under the rug. Plus the perception minus the dexterity starts with a camera. Let's start with him. We also have our choice of backstory, but our only choices are World of Horror and Class of 1986. So let's start off with World of Horror, which doesn't add anything to the game quite yet, as we are just starting off. And let us continue. We also have game modes, but right now the only one we can select is Classic mode. So, somewhere a group of people gathers, trying to awaken their master. Select the old god to view them, and select them again to confirm your choice. Our choices are Kadak Atarasu, the Spider God. The terrible Spider God, Kadak Atarasu, is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. Its old god rules eternal web. You cannot run from combat. Next we have Ethotu, the Devouring Flame. The supposed cause of the destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently discovered and is currently awaiting in the Museum of Ooh for its long-awaited premiere. Its old god rule is entropy, both your damage and your enemies is increased. Next, we have Athyolos. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, otherwise I think I'm going to be cursed. The Towering Eye. The mad god favors astronomers and magicians, granting them its gift of power that unknowingly brings Athyolos' bloated body closer and closer to Earth. Its old god rule is Cosmic Gift. Casting spells costing reason increases doom instead. Finally, we have Goizo, the thing forsaken by God. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through reflective glass. The glitches behind your reflections are just the beginning of the real nightmare. Its old god rule is Mirror Horror. Resting increases doom penalty. Alright, let's start off with Goizo. And go! No, it's not my first time playing. Alright? As we have stated before, we are starting off with the camera, which adds +1 to knowledge, and flash combat action. Adds a chance to dodge the incoming attack. Whip! Alright. And let's go home. There we go. You check your mailbox. It's empty. Ain't it always? Alright, now I read somewhere that if you click here, you open your drawer and you may get an item. Oh, yes it did. You found a new item. Library notes. Use. Gain a random spell. Lose 1 to 2 reason. That would be down here. Stamina and reason. Those are our HP. In respects to our body and to our mind. If we run out of stamina, we die. If we run out of reason, we go insane. So, we must not run out of either of those. Alright, let's see what new spell we gain using this. Grow Teeth. Adds a new combat action. Bites until the end of the history. Costs 2 stamina. Alright. Let's see. Let's explore our house a little bit. TV. Local police are helpless as more and more victims turn up in the downtown area with their throats slashed. Got Game Boy? Nope. Got a Macintosh. How's it going, Lem Gambino? Thanks for swinging by. Oh, there's a phone here. Let's see. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. I'm doing okay. Hey, how's it going, RPG Reki? Thanks for swinging by. Okay. Send. Pound. Okay, I guess that doesn't do anything. Anyways. Bath. The shower will help you calm you down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature would you set it to? Cold, extra reason regained, warm, small experience bonus, or hot water, extra stamina regained. Since our stamina and reason are currently at their max of 17, I suppose we'll just go with the small experience boost. Alright? Start new mystery. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You mark down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. Doing fine, just need to recover from 3D sickness. I tried to play Phasmophobia. Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't think I can handle Phasmophobia. Anyways, you can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Alright, what mysteries do we have on hand tonight? Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlit Sailors, Tragic Tale of the Thaumaturgy Teacher, Rotten Report of a Rancid Ramen, Horrible History of Household Hell, and Freaky Feature of Found Footage. Ooh, I can re-roll the mysteries if I want. Let's see what that gets us. Spine-chilling story of school scissors, Curious Case of a Contagious Coma, Rotten Report of a Rancid Ramen, again, Far-Out Fable of a Fear Festival, and Macabre Memoir of Morbid Mermaids. Let's start with this one. Spine-chilling story of school scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it, a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the widest smile. And the sharpest scissors. You know your friend was up to something when he left you his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. I've seen other LP this. It's good stuff. It really is, and I am so glad that it finally got its full release. I've been playing it since early release, and it is an absolutely fun game. And the right kind of scary, too. It doesn't rely too much on jump scares. It instead relies more on a low baseline level of dread that permeates the entire playthrough. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop the Wicked Woman once and for all. What's the worst thing that could happen? Let's find out. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with the scissors, you will need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. You know it's good stuff when even the open beta is solid. Indeed. Accomplishing this requires first drawing an eldritch sigil and then the lighting of holy candles. What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. And the music in this game is amazing. It really is. The combination of that low-tech sound and the dreading ambience that permeates the music really helps set the mood. You can only hope your friend has left them somewhere in the school. Ooh, access storage. Oh! We got our friend's diary. Let us take a look at it. The sigil can weaken the demon for a while. Careful with the lines. Maru is acting strange. I need to talk with her after class. I hope she didn't attempt the ritual herself. I've hidden the candles in one of the classrooms. Tomorrow I will try to perform the ritual. Alright. Go back. What else can we do? Explore school, perform ritual, check out the school lockers. Okay, can't open that locker. Are you going in as blind? I am not, but I am starting with a fresh playthrough that has no unlockables, so... blah! And I should mention I haven't done any of the recently added stuff yet, so I'll be going into those particular mysteries blind, but the ones that have been in the game since early access, I already know about, so I hope that doesn't ruin it for anybody else. Let's see. What's in here? Ooh, baseball bat. Wooden bat. Alright. We'll probably be needing that. Well, opening that was a mistake. I don't know anything post-gold release. Yeah, more or less the same for me, so... So this particular mystery I already know about, but I just know of an ending you can get that was in the original beta game. Right? Let's see. Alright, let's explore the school, because we need to find the chalk and the scissors, not the chalk and the scissors, the chalk and the candles. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped against the wall. I don't have the anatomy class perk, so let's come closer. Against your better judgments, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. This isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. -2 reason. Ugh. Nasty. You feel like something horrible is happening in the school. You must hurry and find those items. I'm a-looking. We'll need to do some more exploring. Wait, why is it suddenly so dark outside? You stand by the window to take a look. Black smog emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. So do we observe the smog or do we run from the window? I like to run from the window. Uh-oh. You run from the window. Faint whispers coming from the smog will haunt you for weeks. -2 reason. You found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left in the pool. You must hurry and find it. Peek outside. Nope! Darn Splatoon players. Excuse me. Alright. Explore the school. Hope I don't lose any more reason. You enter the damp-smelling sports wing. You notice a backpack drifting on a swimming board in the middle of the pool. Could it be what you were looking for? Hello, Captain. How are you doing this fine Halloween? I am doing great. How are you doing, Sparkster? Thanks for swinging by. Enter the water. You enter the pool and start swimming towards the backpack. Suddenly, the water turns murky, and you realize you're not alone in the pool. A bloated figure emerges from the murky water, blocking your only way out of the pool. It's the bloated teacher! I'm great, I'm dressed as Luigi, handing out treats. Cool! Let's hear it. Alright, let's see what my options are. Kick. 2 damage. 80% chance to hit. Waiting a bit more before going inside. I hear ya, I hear ya. Let's see. 60% chance to hit. It's not very promising. Let's see. What's the damage though? 6, so... So if I do that a few times, I should be able to emerge with only some slight stamina damage. One more time should do it. There we go. And none too worse for wear. You found the blessed chalk, which you use to draw the sigil for the ritual. You copy the sigil as best as you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it'll be enough. Now, if I recall correctly, yes, there is a sigil in the friend's diary that shows what we should be drawing. An inverted star and a line between 2 circles. So let's see. There's the inverted pentagram. That should do it. Alright. We still need to find the holy candle. So, once more into the breach. Your reflection twists and shimmers when you're not directly looking at it. Goizo is getting closer. Ooh, Survivor's Guilt. Adds +2 doom at the end of the mystery. It should have been me. The sound of scissors is getting close, louder. You must hurry. Oh, we got Uzumaki'd! Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. Explore school. Totally not Uzumaki vibes. You stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database to look for anything that might help your investigation. I got knowledge of 8, so that should... Yes! You find a curious text file containing the cult's instructions. You delete it, preventing anyone else from trying it. You found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them as instructed by the notebook. Everything is ready for the ritual. Perform the ritual. Wait, what's that? You take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now it is your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling maniacally. Am I beautiful? Alright. Boss fight time! I just need to do this a few times and I should be okay. This is like a horrifying version of the Kadarika's face. Yeah, I can kind of see that. It's actually based on a Japanese folk monster called the Kuchisake Onna. Uh-oh, she done gave me a Glasgow grin. So anyways, the Kuchisake Onna, which is this malevolent spirit of a woman whose mouth was slashed with a knife. It is said that she goes around with a pair of scissors wearing a face mask, approaching people in dark alleys and asking, "Do you think I'm beautiful?" And if you answer yes, she'll take off her mask and she'll once again ask while showing you her Glasgow grin, "Do you think I'm beautiful?" And if you answer no, then she will go mad and kill you. And if you answer yes, then she will give you a Glasgow grin just like she has. The only way to escape from the encounter unscathed is to tell her, you look okay. And legend has it, if you say that, that will confuse her for long enough for you to make your getaway. Anyways, The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend gravely wounded, but alive. You help him up, and the both of you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Spine-chilling story of School Scissors, ending A. Scissors Woman is gone for good. Or is she? You shudder knowing the urban legend will inspire another kid in the city to try and summon the Eldritch Being. Gravely wounded, wouldn't he be dying? I kinda am. One of the really neat things about this game is that as you take more damage, it actually shows on your character profile. Like, aside from the Glasgow grin that I got, as I take more stamina damage, my character gets more cuts and bruises. And as I take more reason damage, my character looks more tired and haggard. So. The old god stirs. Click here to reveal its effect. The air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. Your rest action is less effective. I wasn't planning to use it much anyway, considering the old god rule. But so far, we only have 2% doom, so we are doing okay as far as time goes. Oh, and we also found a key in the mailbox. We'll be wanting to hold on to that. And we'll be wanting to take a bath. We'll be wanting to use some cold water. Alright, what's next? Curious case of a contagious coma. Rotten report of a rancid ramen. Far-out fable of a fear festival, or a macabre memoir of morbid mermaids. Let's take on Curious Case of a Contagious Coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients up only end up falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people, and how did this strange illness start? Ooh, we also have a little side quest to do here, which says to investigate the village location twice to complete the quest. We'll do that, but first things first, I need to get to the hospital and do something about this Glasgow grin. Okay, can't do anything about the survivor's guild, because that's a curse. Here we go. Stable condition. Discard. Nothing happens. Okay. Alright, we are cured of our Glasgow grin. Now, let's go explore that village. Here we go. Investigate village. Walking through the village, you are suddenly pulled behind a building. Two menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you serve the old gods? Yes? We knew it! The prophecies were true! The masked figures relax a bit, taking off their masks. We apologize for this, master. Plus 2 allies, plus 7% doom. So who are our new allies? Let's see, Yoichi. Let go doubles your available funds. I know all the loopholes. Well, let's hold on to him until we get a bit more funds. And the other is Kyoko. Missing hiker, plus 5%, plus 1 extra damage. The forest wants her dead. Yeah, I'd say that's a good trade-off this early in the game. So let's investigate the village again for this sub-quest. The pair that has been following you since this morning. You finally managed to lose them, but you can't shake the feeling that it will only get worse. An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. Dust of Scene momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. On use, sets enemy power to 0. I have a feeling we'll be needing that. So, let's check the news reports about this weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. Alright. Investigate school. Power is basically defense. I had a feeling. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads, plus 4% doom. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? Downtown, and... It's a dog! It's a dog! I booped the snoot! I booped the snoot! where you can get the extra ending if you wanted to. Ah, I think I know which one you mean. We may get that later once things start to look a bit more pear-shaped, but for now, I believe a compass is a good, worthwhile investment. +2 experience for each investigated location. Yes, I'll take it. Alright, we need to investigate downtown now. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of Ooh Park. You can cast one spell without paying anything. Ooh, in that case, let's grow some teeth. Wait, I thought that was supposed to be without penalty. Why is my stamina a 3 now? Shit. You need to sneak into the hospital and borrow the information about patient 0. Count. Ooh, Park. Count the medallions. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. Let's see. As part of the art therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. You got their name and address. Let's get out of here. And we'll get out of here by investigating the location a bit more. Someone has been branding these patients with occult symbols. Branded like cattle. Guess you didn't watch Kamen Rider Triple... Nah, I didn't watch Kamen Rider Triple O. I think the last Kamen Rider series that I saw at any respectable length was X-Aid. Are they preparing for a feast for their Eldritch Masters? Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. A sudden growl coming from behind a corner makes you stop. Oh no. I think we may be well screwed this time. I don't think we're gonna make it. We are not making it. Do I have anything that can get my health back up above 0? Nope. I guess that's it. Resisting the unknown horror was taking its toll on your health. Weakened, you finally succumb to your injuries. Alone. As the dust settles upon your open eyes, reality starts to crumble. Old God is ready to return once more. Well, that didn't quite go to plan. Let's try that again. Let's see. New story. Customized playthrough. And go. And now everything was mirrors. 1:30 here, I should go to bed. Oh, well, thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. Here we go. So, randomize the code. And let's start off with Kyrie this time. Oh, better still. Let us start off with Aiko. Alright, continue. Classic mode. And see. Alright. We did Goei Zone last time. Let's do Kadaka Tarasu this time. Kadaka Tarasu is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the walls of its cocoon prison. Stop it before it devours us all. Alright. Check your mailbox. It's empty. Yep. We're dealing with spooters this time. Nothing in the drawer this time. Give me a little extra XP and let us see what we have on store today. Bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. Curious case of a contagious coma. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. Vicious verses of a violent vigil. And the tragic tale of the thaumaturgy teacher. Let's go with eerie episode of Evolving Eels this time. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back. You know, The one who studies fish? You shrug, opening the door. Kana immediately follows into and enters the kitchen. A while later, she returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious? What weird fish did he bring this time? She grins. I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder, what weird fish did he find this time? Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please? And we also have the side quest Ichthyology. Investigate the seaside location twice. We can do that. Ooh, but before we do that, I need me a weapon. So, shop for items. And here we go. Let's get us a steak knife. It goes well with my high dexterity stat for Ico. Alright, so I've got a bit of a marine life bias. Ah, I see. I take it you might, based off of that you also enjoyed the macabre memoir of the morbid mermaids. Alright, investigate seaside. You decide to enter a small shady bar in the docks. Maybe some of the old fishermen will help you in your quest. However, persuading them to do so might be difficult. I'm a sucker for merfolk. Ah, I see. I only have 2 funds, so let's try talking to them. Nope. Asking too many questions makes everyone nervous, and you are thrown out. Alright, again. Usually not the creepy ones, but still. True. Suddenly, the air around you begins to whirl. A supernatural wave of freezing wind is approaching. The sudden blizzard disappears as fast as it began. You leave the beach quickly. You may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. Alright, now we investigate the apartments. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other end of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an emphasis on real. Hello? Are you still there? Well, let's listen to him. What's the worst that can happen? You learn some useful bits of information about your nemesis. However, if everything the man said was true, humanity is doomed. -5 doom and -3 reason. Dude's working at school, right? We can break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? It must be empty because he just came back and his classes begin next week. Alright, let's investigate. You bump into one of your teammates in the gym. Hey, Takahashi, she says, looking you over with her brows furrowed. Are you doing okay? You've been acting really weird lately and you look super tired. You shouldn't burden her with everything that's going on. But, explain yourself. You hesitate, but you take a deep breath. You tell her what's really going on. Shockingly, she believes you and wants to help. You try to convince her that you're fine on your own, but she's clearly made up her mind. You feel guilty letting her be involved, but you know she'll be a big help. So now we got Aiko's friend. She's always had my back. Allows 1 additional inventory slot. Nice. The neighbor's office at the school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird, eel-like fish. Despite your protests, Kana decides to take one home. Have you seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How could she sip her soda so calmly staring at this creepy creature? Alright, investigate the apartments. Passing by a faulty elevator, its door suddenly open. You take a step back, noticing a tall woman standing in the darkness. Do you live here? I've never seen you. Ah! Well, that's not creepy at all. No sirree. Let's see. Eyes or eye. Lack of eyes. One eye. 1 singular. There it goes. 3 damage and 4 damage makes 7 damage. So save this combat sequence, and go. It seems this enemy is weak to this type of weapon. Excellent. A positive number of eyes, but not enough eyes. Exactly. Thankfully, it's not our problem anymore. I've seen him burning some notes behind our apartment building. Let's go check it out. Is this eel even alive? Investigate the apartments. Mr. Ooh, your neighbor is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his new story. What's that picture? You catch a glimpse of the painted thing. Suddenly you feel very weak and excuse yourself to leave. Something truly evil has you in its grasp. Uh-oh. I think I made a big mistake. Kana was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry because some of these papers look salvageable. You both return to your apartment and try to decipher the notes. See, we got burnt notes. Legend from the prefecture Eels tell of a small village of robbers who would kill all visitors and dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Eels of the prefecture would lay their eggs inside human... Let's put that in our storage. It's so weird! Your neighbor really wasn't eels, it seems. You begin to wonder if spying on your neighbor was a good idea to begin with. Alright, investigate the apartments. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Sweet! It seems you won a small amount of money in the lottery. Lucky you! There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. You shrug non-committally. You just wish you could throw that damn jar into the trash. Alright, let's go explore the seaside. Cool air suddenly fills your mouth. It tastes metallic. Before you can react, you hear a low, growling sound coming from behind you. It's Canis, the lunar cat! It's the evil cat! Canis tears into you. Ooh! Yep, this is not a good kitty. This is not a good kitty. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try to break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. This is not a fluffy boy that wants cuddles. No, he wants to whisper mean shit into your ear. You spend an entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell is she? Is she in the school? You enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. Like, buy Bitcoin! That's what that guy's doing. Psst, hey, human, buy Bitcoins. You know you want to do it. You know you wanna. Let's look for a first aid kit. You find the first aid kit next to the storage cabinet. You quickly bandage yourself and leave the kitchen. Kana has been missing since yesterday. You decide to check out your neighbor's apartment yourself. You cautiously enter the neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kana? Ethereum is gonna go up in the next 30 years. Alright. Bathroom. Ew! The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside the putrid, murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny trails leading in all directions. Bedroom. I found the neighbor, but when his eye burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my eye too now. Uh-oh. We must puncture her eye, now. Yep. If you're squeamish, look away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shocked, you see countless tiny eels crawling out of your friend's eye in all directions. Will Kana even survive the blood loss? Okay, you can tune back in now. You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse on a chair in the waiting room. Fall asleep. Wake up, dude! You've been sleeping for over 3 hours! You groggily open your eyes to see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, huh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon. But thank you for saving my life. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs inside your eyes? Sitting with your friend Kana before the apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. Eerie episodes of evolving eels, ending A. Alright, the old god stirs. The whole town stopped receiving an outside signal. Must be a radio mast failure. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing here? You can't get any signal from the outside world. What is happening? Hello? 911? Oh, phone's not working either. Alright. I definitely want to take a cold shower so I can get my reason score back above 10. Alright. What do we do next? Let's try Bloody Brief about Beckoning Bulletin. As the decade rolls on, technology has only developed further. These days, computer bulletin board software allows computers to communicate over phone lines. All it takes is a computer and a modem, and anybody can connect to a bulletin system or even host one of their own. Once you connect, you can read all the messages on that bulletin, and even post your own to start a conversation. Many use them to share files or to chat about their favorite topics, everything from video games to sports to idol culture. But, in the wake of a sudden string of suicides, things aren't all fun and games. Rumors have surfaced that the deaths are linked to a bulletin system operating from somewhere within Shiokawa. What is behind the suicides? How could so many people all be driven to take their own lives? This is also a neat one. I love my techno-horror. Well, some of it, but not much horror. But I'm not much of a horror buff. Well, truth be told, neither am I. There. Investigate the forest twice to complete the quest. I can do that. Dropping tree branches hang over the path, framing it itself in an almost macabre way. It's almost inspiring. Get lost in the thoughts. You get completely lost in your thoughts. You wander around the woods for a long time, but you're sure that you have some new leads in your investigation. It's on sale for right now on Steam. Well, if you haven't gotten it yet, now's the time to do it. Because it absolutely is worth it. Ooh, and we leveled up. Let's see. Fast swimmer. Faster combat actions. And I could definitely use a pick-me-up on my reason, so. All done. Alright. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. The small statue looks alien and menacing. To your horror, you discover a severed human hand behind the statue. Ew. After searching deep in the woods for some time, you discover the body of a young student clutching a note. Let's see, what's this note say? I write this for everyone wanting to stay behind. The sacrifice is worth it. Life's meaning comes from our relationships. Shared death and that connection will outlast you. There won't be anything left but us. Everyone here is waiting for you. So if you lose your resolve, just listen to the voice of humanity. Alright, now we begin the investigation in full earnest. Even if the rumored bulletin system's phone number is found, there's no hope to investigate without a computer that can connect to it. Maybe the school library has one that'll work? Let's see. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Let's help her. The creepy substitute teacher hands you dusty old biological specimens. The rancid smell of formalin almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? Ugh. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Well, the school's library doesn't have a modem. You happen to bump into a member of the computer club while asking around. She apparently just got a new system and is willing to let you borrow hers. Thanking her, you arrange to meet her at home in the city. At her home in the city. Something is wrong. You don't see anyone on the street, and you could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You'd best hurry out of here. You lug the cardboard box full of PC parts up your apartment stairs. Teeth clench as you heave it up one step at a time. God damn, our computer's heavy. Yeah, isn't it nuts how people used to lend each other computers back in the 80s? Especially with how bulky they are. That is a mood, indeed. Indeed. Investigate the apartments. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of soda inside, but you could really use a drink. So glad they're slimmed down. Let's see. Ow! You buy a can of off-brand soda, and when you reach for it, something inside the machine catches your hand. You have to jerk your hand out, injuring yourself. Tiny cuts. No effect. More annoying than anything. Looks like it would be painful, though. Anyways. You wipe the sweat from your brow as you finally finish setting up the computer in your bedroom. After a few tests, you are now certain that everything is functional. The newscaster on TV says that the suicide rate is still climbing. Worse, the morbid trend is beginning to catch on in nearby towns. You need to act quickly. Even a small cut like that can hurt like a bitch. I know! There's a reason why everybody hates paper cuts. You find an envelope lying on your pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who has been watching you. They wish you luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. Just how did this envelope end up in your bedroom? Hoping to find a lead, you head to the hospital. With how many deaths there have been, the hospital is in chaos. The staff look exhausted. When the receptionist lets her head down onto the desk for a moment, you slip out of the waiting room and into the hospital corridors. Not even paper cuts for me. It's mostly dealing with dead or dry skin on my fingers. Ah, I see. Alright, let's look through the hospital. When the patient came home one morning covered in scars and babbling about aliens, the police had them committed. They're mumbling something quietly as you pass by. Since I don't have paranoia, let's try talking to them. You try to reason with them to tell them what really happened, but it doesn't work. It takes 2 nurses to calm them down after they've roughed you up. Ooh. You overhear 2 nurses talking about a girl whose suicide attempts failed. Apparently, she's recovering at her grandparents' home in the city outskirts. You exit the hospital and make your way to the nearest bus stop. Alright. Investigate downtown. You can hear faint sobbing coming from an alley nearby. There, you approach a man on his knees. When you take a step closer, he suddenly stops and perks up. You can hear the nauseating sound of tearing flesh. Oh! Whoa! That is just uncalled for! Alright. Oops. Yep, there we go. Launch sequence. Load. Launch sequence. Load. Launch sequence. And we made it. Whew. As you pull into the village bus stop, a news story comes on the bus driver's radio. An entire class of Shiokawa students slept in front of a train hand in hand. You move urgently as you exit the bus and begin searching down the village streets. Let me take me a quick sippy while we are investigating. Ah, we've done this before. Do you serve the old ones? Yes. 2 allies, 7% doom. And we're still only at 21% doom, so we're still okay. As for who my new friends are, fast swimmer Hideyuki Izumi, completing a mystery regains 1 stamina, truth seeker, and Ikumi, architecture student, +1 to all skill checks in otherworld locations. These angles don't make sense. Alright, when you find the girl's house, her grandparents greet you solemnly. They thank you for your efforts to stop the deaths. Forgive her, the grandfather says as he leads you to her bedroom. She's a kind girl. Something has happened to her. Investigate. You have no idea that the funeral that you've been invited to would end with the guests slashing their hands to feed the deceased with their blood. You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly, the guests turn their heads in your direction. It's your turn now. Fight your way out. Uh-oh. The guests mean business. You break into a frantic run. However, this only enrages the mourners. They soon catch up and overpower you. After an involuntary sacrifice, they toss you out on the streets. Oh. That's not good. Thankfully, I got 6 funds, so I think I can have this patched up. Let's see. Enter doctor's office. Here we go. Badly bruised. -1 strength until end of current mystery. Okay. The recovering girl is more than happy to not only confirm the bulletin's existence, but to give you its number. You have to do what it tells you. Trust me, you won't regret a thing. She beams at you as her grandmother struggles to make her swallow the pain medication. I'll be back to join you soon. Wait for me, okay? Disquieted, you give the grandparents your phone number and hastily leave. While we are still in the village. Here we go. A friend returning from a trip to Africa has invited you to dinner. This time they've outdone themselves. This is a real feast full of exotic meats. It's getting late and you can't stay for long, but the host asks if you want to take anything home with you. That wine is terrific. Of course, I have enough bottles to last a whole year, your friend says, handing you a bottle. Adds +3 reason. Flip this card. Okay, I could use the reason. And that has us hung over. -1 to all stats until the end of current mystery. Worth. Anyways. As soon as you arrive home, you dial the number and put the handset onto the modem. Your heart pounds as the computer fans exhale. The system hums. You hear a brief dial tone, and then it finally connects. Okaeri nasai. Kini haite itadakemashita ka? Welcome home. Did you like it so far? Yes. I'm glad. Take your phone off the modem and put it to your ear. You recall the note that you found. Could this be the voice of humanity you read about? Bracing yourself, you slowly put the phone to your ear. You don't hear words or a voice. You soon understand that they don't need those. It's difficult, but you manage to keep track of which thoughts are yours and which are theirs. Everyone is here now. We've escaped everything that held us back in life. We don't have any more burdens. You can escape with us. This is the purest form of existence. A paradise of connection. Everyone deserves that. We will bring all humanity together. You need to think carefully about how you want to respond. You can't save everyone. You explain the imminent arrival of the old god. With its limitations, the bulletin board can never hope to gather humanity in time. Not to mention how many people are unable to access a computer. As it is, convincing all of humanity to die is impossible. Oh, then we'll have to wait. It's disappointing, but that's alright. When computers advance and everyone can be connected, we'll come back for you. It's a promise, okay? The noise on the other end of the line suddenly cuts out completely. Still reeling from the mental assault, you find yourself staggering towards the futon. You collapse into it, and sleep soon takes you. You're awakened by the sound of the phone ringing. After what just happened, you warily grab the handset. When you put the phone to your ear, you hear the trembling voice of the girl you met in the village. I can't thank you enough. It was in my head, and I nearly... She bursts into tears, thanking you over and over. You smile, relieved. You later learn that the suicides have come to a sudden and complete halt. But, even still, its promise lingers in your mind. How long do you have until it comes back for you? You smother the thought. For now, it's finished. Strange how we were able to do this quest, this particular mystery, even when the city is cut off from the rest of the world. But, oh well. Acceptable breaks from reality and all. Did the water level suddenly increase, or is the city slowly sinking? I know one of the other endings has you fight the boss. I've had that happen before, too. I think it's the one where if you... I think it's the one where you don't... where you pick up the phone, and then you don't do the things that pertain to the forest note that you found. So, anything good in here? Nope. I could use some more reason. And let's see. I haven't tried Tragic Tale of the Thaumaturgy Teacher yet, so let us do something new. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Tragic Tale of the Thaumaturgy Teacher. 2B used to be one of the more outstanding classes in school, at least before their teacher's disappearance. Her replacement glides through the school, entrancing all those around her with her soft voice and her calming, emotionless eyes. Now she stands in front of the class. Not that 2B. Now she stands at the front of the class, scribbling occult symbols in chalk and hissing lessons about the old gods. The children no longer play, but sit in their seats until dark, chanting along, learning of their eldritch masters, and preparing to serve them. Let's see. The Legion lesson. Investigate downtown twice to complete this quest. Alright, let's do that first. Seeing the two chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. Call the police. There was something in your version of events that didn't add up. You've been detained, but due to lack of evidence, the police let you go after 48 hours. Successful Halloween. Almost all candy given out, no leftover candy. Wait. So, if almost all the candy was given out, then why would there be no leftover candy? Because you said almost. I don't think this was in the original beta. Nope, this is one of the new ones. Alright, investigate downtown again to complete the quest. You're pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting on a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since you've last seen her. These days, she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Maybe she knows something useful. Let's invite for a coffee. In between the conspiracy theories and Bigfoot sightings, you hear a worrying rumor of an old god slowly awakening to rule the earth once more. Could this be the reason for the recent horrific events? Climbing a tree, you get a better view of the class. Weird schematics of some portal drawn on the blackboard could help in the future. Alright, now for the quest. Or for the mystery. Following a rumor, you visit the house of a schoolgirl who acted really strange in class. The girl's parents sit crying in the living room and fearfully point you upstairs. Because there were only a few Starbucks and a lifesaver left over and the crowd is dying down. Ah, I gotcha. Alright, investigate. Not wanting to wait for the elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. Those candies, I'm eating myself. Ah, I gotcha. You suddenly trip, but grab the railing at the last second. When you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, you freeze in terror. It is slowly standing up. The carp stands up. The carp stands. That is not a carp! That is a ghost type enemy, which means that our regular combat abilities are useless. Let's see what we have instead. 7-air ties. Deals 6 damage. There we go. If I do that, that'll do the same amount of damage as leaving an offering. Sir, your neck is a pretzel. Or churro. I don't think you're supposed to be able to turn your head that many degrees. There we go. If I do this one more time, we have successfully exorcised the ghost. This ain't the exorcist. Nope. And we've leveled up again. Let's see what we got this time. Quick thinking. There is always a way out from a seemingly hopeless situation. Alright, we'll get that and +1 to dexterity to round it up to an even 10. Resolve combat. She sits in her bedroom in a blood-stained uniform, a dead rat laying in her hands. Asked why she killed it. She just grins. While examining the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished picture of a face hidden in shadow. Something truly evil is getting closer. Not good, not good, not good. Another lead, the former teacher of the class, may prove more useful. Knocking on their door, however, you get no answer. Just subtle chittering behind the door. Chitter, 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 chitter. You try to lose the masked man who has been following you this whole morning. You eventually find yourself in a dead end. Looking for a way out, you hear a branch snapping behind you. Uh-oh. Captain of the Stars, what is your wisdom? Do not fuck with the old gods. For the sake of this world, and everybody you know and love, do not fuck with the old gods. Can I increase my chance? Yes, yes I can. So, save this combat sequence. And go. Again. One more time. A little boy from the school has been attacked by his classmates. Uh-oh. Unless you come across those old gods who are actually chill and don't want to wipe out humanity. Takahashi! You hear a chipper voice shout during a jog around the area. You turn your head to see another one of your classmates in her casual clothes, smiling, blissfully unaware of everything that's going on. What's up, Captain? Notice anything weird lately? She tilts her head and presses a finger to her chin, thinking hard. Then with a tiny, "Oh!" she begins to tell you about a strange story from the other day. You find him in a hospital covered in bites. Just what is this whole summoning that he speaks of between his sobs? You meet your friend who has recently started her nursing practice. You lazily chat on the roof of the hospital watching the sunset. Now would be the perfect opportunity to ask her about the recent unearthly events. Her stories about missing patients, mysterious surgeries, and a strange infection are helpful, but they kill the mood. You must exit this place. With no other ideas, you decide to wait outside the school yourself. Alright, let us wait outside the school. Suddenly, everything slows to a crawl. Uh-oh. We gotta broom this guy fast. Got him. The faint chance he doesn't stop, and no one enters or leaves the building. That can't be good. I'd be running for the door as soon as school was over. Impossible angles and seemingly moving lines make your head spin. Consult with the architecture student. Ikumi starts talking about geometry theory. While it's boring, it helps you to forget about the weird angles. You hear a scream coming from the school. It's time to enter. You sneak inside through a window and skulk around the shadowy corridors. All the classrooms have emptied out. Peering into one, you spot the corpse of a teacher nailed to the chalkboard. Shaking, you approached it. Somebody said there'd be math! This is the one time you wish that it was math! You spot an odd bulge protruding from his stomach. It rises against your fingers as you probe it. Stop probing it. Stop touching it. Stop, stop, stop. Suddenly, the teacher's chest rips open, showering the classroom with gore. From within, a child coated in meat and intestines leaps out, screeching with joy. Oh, that is just nasty. I did not ask for no chest bursters. As you near the gym hall, the chanting and rhythmic drums grow louder, threatening to intoxicate you. You creak the door open and stifle a scream. The entire school... Whoa! What the hell was that? The entire school is gathered around a huge portal surrounded by black candles. From within, the bellowing of the beast being summoned echoes. The teacher stands at the front, covered in purple robes, her true form revealed. Knowledge is power. Oh shit! The school is the end boss of this! Let's see. Oh, I can't use my combat actions. What do I do now? I am not saying anything. Yeah, I'm not saying anything either. We're just going to ignore that part. And we are going to get the fuck... Oh, I can't run from this encounter? Okay, so I can't run. What are your allies to attack? I need a firearm for that particular action. Can't attack it. Assess the situation. Combat skill. Reduce your experience by 5 and raise your... Let's see, what else? Yeah, I guess we do this way. Pray, 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 pray. You think you got 4 out of 5 moves? Okay. Let's try clap, clap, bow, clap, clap. Bow. Nope. Clap, bow, clap, clap, clap. Clap, bow, clap, clap, clap. Nope. Okay. Bow, clap, 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 clap. Bow, clap, 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 clap. Bow, 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 clap. Nope. So it's gotta be bow, 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 clap, bow. Process of elimination. Okay, that's not working. Try assessing the situation. Close it before it's too late. How? Brace for impact. Meditate. Can't run away. Dodge. See, you're on to something with the claps and bows. Yeah. I guess we'll just keep trying those until we either run out of doom, or we win. One of these has got to work. Come on. Clap, 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 clap. Come on. One of these has got to work. This isn't working. This ritual will only work on ghost enemies. This is not a ghost enemy. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna have to do a do-over. Yeah, the way that was going, I didn't have a snowball's chance in hell. Alright, customize, continue, randomize, go. Don't worry about it. It was our first time running through that. We were basically just guessing. Alright, let's try running through one of these playthroughs as Mizuki. Alright. And this time we'll do Idotu, the Devouring Flame. The supposed cause of the destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently rediscovered and is currently awaiting in the Museum of Ooh for its long-awaited premiere. Safety in numbers. Why did you sign that contract? +1 max reason. At the end of the mystery, if you don't have at least 2 followers, lose 2 reason. Alright? Who's our followers? We got Iwa. +2 strength. Bet you all know what he's cooking. Anyways, you're home. Let's see. Anything good in here? Yes, we got some library notes. And we learned regeneration. Regain 4 stamina at the cost of 2 reason. Alright. Let's see what mysteries we have this time. Bizarre Brute of the Blood-Curdling Botanist. Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. Eerie Episode of Evolving Eels. Bloody Brief of a Beckoning Bulletin. Curious Case of a Contagious Coma. Okay, we can do these. Let's start off with Eerie Episode of Evolving Eels, because getting the A ending for that guarantees us an ally. It prevents us from getting the penalty for lacking the number of followers. First things first, I am going to want a weapon. Let's see if there's a shovel. Yep, shovel. Got 7 strengths, so that would be a good one to use. Oh! Crowbar could be useful too. So let's equip that. Alright, investigate the seaside twice. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he is engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of this supernatural attack. The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there, she's gone, already mixed in with the crowd. They failed to stop you today, but you're sure they'll try again and again. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. Or it could be a glitch in the latest pirate-themed Assassin's Creed game. Excuse me. Alright. While looking around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman, her skin a ghastly pale yellow color. The scene is disturbing. You struggle to look at it. Unintimidated by the painting, it gives you a new insight into the madness that possessed your friend. That's what a good charisma score does for you. The door shouldn't be here. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. Slowly, you enter the unknown. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. A parasitic star is looming over the dying civilization. Is this the fate of your planet as well? Let us enter the destroyed temple. Inside a decaying nave, you find a keepsake from the ancient world. Countless skeletons and corpses have shriveled in the arid air. Hey, we're in space! Or something close to it, at least. Mr. Yokoyama, your new manager, corners you. The previous one mysteriously disappeared a few months ago. My dearest Mizuki, long time no see. His breath stinks like rotting meat. The astral plane in D&D? Quite possibly. Our new parent company in Tokyo desperately needs new material. Something thrilling and exciting. He smiles. New blood. Lengthy photo shoot. Yes, I can arrange that. Mr. Yokoyama smiles. I'm sure the boss will find that satisfactory. Alright. Investigate the apartments again. You hear rustling from the other side of your apartment door. Someone is trying to get in. Ooh! Alright, let's see. Only 50% chance to hit. So I will definitely want to prepare your attack for this fight. And now we are concussed. Yes! And we got us a baseball bat. 4 damage, 95 speed, 80 chance to hit. So this is a better weapon overall. I need to resolve combat to equip it. There we go. We'll still keep the crowbar on though. I have a feeling it'll be useful. As you prepare a bath, you think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so maybe some ice-cold water is a good idea. Ice cold water revitalizes you, and you're ready for the investigation. Alright. Investigate the seaside. Something pulls you towards the beach. A statuette, half buried in the sand, is calling for you. Feeling your hand shaking, you take a step closer. The ignored option is blacked out. So let's take it home and hope for the best. The statuette is surprisingly heavier than it looks. Mesmerized, you take it home and wonder where you'll display it. It's a bad idea. Well, now you tell me. Okay. School. Oh. Oh, hey, we found a broken box cutter. Alright, we're getting to the squicky part again, so you may want to look away because somebody's about to get their eye plucked out. Alright, here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you can tune back in now. Alright. It's one mystery down. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. The police are helpless. Alright, let's go home. Might be a good idea to use regeneration. Right, cast a spell. There we go. And then I'll make up for the stamina loss by taking me a nice cold bath. And we should be good to go again. You lucked away just in time. Glad to be of help. Let's see. Alright, let's try Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after class. I could have seen something ugly. Think rudeness, I missed it. Yep. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses and he intends to complete the dangerous dare. Gather gossip about the dangerous mystery. We'll want to do that in the schoolyard. So let's start talking up these people. Let's see. Here we go. Latest gossip. It's been so hard to get any sleep lately. Yesterday she told me she saw it again. She hasn't come to school since last week. Can I recruit any of them? Yes. +1 charisma. Can't recruit him. Can't recruit her. Alright. Wait. Alright. Talk. I keep hearing a wailing sound from the third stall in the girls' bathroom. If Ooh didn't make those drawings, then who did? Okay. Again. It's been so hard to get any sleep lately. Have you heard about this computer program that? Nope. Again. No, I haven't heard about the computer program. Stop asking me. When Akamanto asks which paper you want, you must refuse everything. That must be it. You heard some versions of the legend. Everyone agrees. You can't take anything the man offers you, though. Alright. So, our friend says he doesn't believe in curses and he's going to take the dare. Very, very bad idea. But anyways, let's investigate. Ooh, leveled up. Let's see. Parting gift. Letting allies go grants a permanent bonus to one of your stats. Art knowledge, +1 perception. Hey, you've got an eye for art and details. Folklore studies, +1 knowledge. Knowledge of various rituals and regional myths. Alright, we'll get that. And +1 to strength. The museum started hanging up posters promoting the Greek art exhibition, unaware of the danger. The opening nights may prove to be the last night for all of us. If that too is coming. And now, you know the date. You reported it to your principal, who promises he will take care of it. With your friends safe for now, you should look into the legend. Maybe records in the city's library make mention of Akamanto. Very fun fact! This is based on yet another folk monster from Japanese legend, called Akamanto, or the Crimson Cape. A heat wave continues with record temperatures. Continuing your investigation takes more and more effort. That's what global warming does for you. You read a story of a vengeful samurai known for wearing a crimson red cape. It's an interesting find for sure, but you need to find more information. Park guest, okay? Hello? Ah! Thankfully, jump scares like that are far and few between in this game. Anyways, one of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on a victim of a brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. Maybe he does, but I think I need to take a rest now. Alright, we got +2 stamina and reason. So we're good for now. One of the articles... Oh, I already read that. Investigate hospital. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location's threat level increases. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all the records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today, and another body has supposedly been found. Alright, investigate. Oh, we've already done this before. The one with the spider-filled corpse. The principal has ordered the school to be closed down for the investigation. Alright, investigate downtown. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like someone, or something, tore out his throat. Check his wounds for clues. They didn't tear out his throat, but instead carved an occult symbol with something sharp. You try to remember the shape and escape before anyone arrives. You break into the school and get inside unnoticed. The cursed toilet is on the 3rd floor. Get over there. First things first, I need to recover a little bit more, and should be good to go. Stare in disbelief. How is this possible? There is no turning back now. You step into the last stall and close the door behind you. Now, I'm gonna need more reason. So I'm going to forget this healing spell so that I can get one more reason. Alright. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, you hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drips to the tiles. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. The door slowly opens. A masked man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside.
Tell me,
His voice sounds like a faulty radio.
would you like red paper or blue paper?
I don't want anything from you! The tall man in the red coat slowly takes their mask off as the stall walls wither and rot and reality starts to crumble. Akamanto true form. Where the fuck is your face? Alright. This is not going to be easy, but I think we can pull this off. Let me see something. Looks like it's a face-off. Alright, let's save this combat macro and launch. We can do this! We can do this! We did it! Whew! When you wake up, you find yourself back in the toilet stall. Thinking it was all a dream, you stand up, only to hear a crack from under your shoe. There lies a broken crimson mask. Akamanto might return one day, but now you know that ancient horrors can be defeated. Hang on a second, let me blow my nose real quick. Alright. And we leveled up. Let's see what we got. Occult signs. Small experience bonus for casting spells. I don't know any spells, so art knowledge, outdoorsman. Let's get art knowledge and +4 to reason. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. What does that do? Investigation places located outside the city cost 1% more doom. Ah. Alright. Do I have a bottle? No. So let's get the small experience bonus. No bonus items in the drawer. Alright. I think out of the mysteries we were dealt this go around, the Chilling Chronicle of the Crimson Cape was the toughest one. So, what other ones do... Ah, no, we still got the Bizarre Brute to the Blood-Curdling Botanist. So let's take on an easier one for now and do Bloody Brief of a Beckoning Bulletin. We already know how this one goes, so... First things first. Forest. It is said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it? Touching it with your hand, you feel a newfound knowledge forming in your mind. Ooh, what did we learn? Skin removal. Deals 6 damage, costs 3 reason. Alright, one more time. A wet splash behind you makes you stop. You slowly turn around to see a young girl sluggishly walking in your direction. And her eyeball, there is a disgusting swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor with a wet splat. Ooh. Ooh. Nasty, 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 nasty. Alright, I now have 90% chance to hit with the baseball bat. So... Alright, save and launch. Alright, we got the forest note. Alright. Might be worth it to learn us another spell. Oh, we got regeneration again. So let's forget this spell. We'll hold on to regeneration for now, and let's investigate the school. Oh, we've done this one before. Pursue the hooded woman. Success! The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there, she's gone, already mixing the crowd. In a nearby dumpster, you find the sulfur-stinking hoodie and an envelope containing your photo, plus a curious incantation. Itotu Flame. Deals 8 damage, costs 1 reason and 1 stamina. Could be useful. Ooh, we can cast a spell without paying anything. Alright. Yes! I'm feeling more like myself again. Alright, we got some more funds. The telephone sounds and multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. When you enter the apartment, everything turns silent. Oh! Alright, let's give a Thotu Flame a shot. Alright. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes! Yeah, she wasn't looking too hot there. Alright, investigate downtown. Investigate the village. You stand in the middle of the field, frozen in terror. A rip in our reality shows the horrible future of our planet. Seeing the familiar figure looking back at you, you can't help but wonder if it's our world that's just an illusion. You and the figure get closer to the portal, ready to swap places. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. The temperature abruptly drops and you shudder in the icy cold. You find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland. A sudden gust flings you to your knees. You inhale deeply, feeling your chest tighten and ache. Your fingers and ears are already numb and freezing. You have to move. Let's check the icy coast. Sticking out of the ice, you find the hand of a nameless monarch, its fingers long and deformed. Feeling a strange urge, you kneel and kiss it. One of its rings falls to the ground. Ancient ring. +1 strength, +5% doom. At this point, I'm not sure the trade-off is worth it. So let's go ahead and sell it. That ring is now officially somebody else's problem. Alright, investigate the village. This trail to an abandoned Shinto shrine is overgrown and steep. However, it could be an important place to investigate. Take the quick route? No. You hurt your knee badly when you step on a loose stone and fall down. You limp back to the village to get the injury checked. Another -2 to stamina. Thankfully, the end is in sight. Okay, pick up. Oh shit! I picked the wrong one. You listen to the staticky signal on the other end. It's harsh on your ear, but then the noise begins to slowly change into something beautiful. You want to join it. Yay! Yay! I'm not taking any chances. Almost got it. Whew! That'll teach me to not pay attention to my buttons. You wrench the phone from your ear, nearly tossing it into the room. You could have killed yourself for that thing. Sweat pouring down your face, you immediately yank the computer's plug from the socket. From the bulletin's number and from a phone book, you find the system's operator's address. When you enter the cramped apartment, you are met with a smiling, hangered teenager and a still-running, unplugged computer. You smash it to pieces. With the root cause gone, the suicides eventually slow. Well, you couldn't save those already in its straw. You're relieved to know that the bulletin won't take any more new victims. And the good news is we've leveled up again. So let's see. And let's get leadership and +4 stamina. The imposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse is getting longer each day. You're home. Take the key. Alright. Let's get some more reason. And that just leaves 2 mysteries. Bizarre Brute of the blood-curdling botanist and the curious case of a contagious coma. We may have to settle for some of the not as good endings for these ones in order to make it to the end. So let's get going. Let's start with Bizarre Brute of the blood-curdling botanist. Your neighbor asked you for your help. Her husband, Shido-san, has gone missing. She is worried it might be connected with that new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo. Where is he, and why would he need so much fertilizer? Good luck. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm gonna need it. Investigate the school twice to complete the quest. Wait, why is it suddenly... See. Let's try observing the smog. Here we go. Sludgy vapors rise slowly upwards, forming a perfect spiral. Uzumaki, 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 Uzumaki. You back away from the window, surprised by this curious phenomenon. Again. Suddenly, everything slows to a crawl. There's this chucklefuck again. A new, yet undefined species of the cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats, taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect with other mammals? Oh, we are getting into some real The Last of Us shit here. Anyways, you got the business card of a gardening company where the missing man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues could tell you something. Your path is blocked by a rotting corpse covered in poison ivy. Oh. Yeah, I think we may be licked. I think this may be curtains for us. Then again. Let's see. Whew. We're getting by just by the skin of our teeth. Shido-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month, he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for some unwanted followers. What could it mean? Followed the weird man. The door is locked, but you repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. A moment later, the door opens and a surprised teen with greasy hair asks you who the hell you are. Mistaking these nerds for cultists sure is embarrassing, but deep inside you're relieved. With the dispatch order the dispatch order is stained with a foul-smelling liquid, you think you make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. Here we go. We did this before, but now we can use a local tradition as an excuse. Standing over the corpse, you clap 2 times and bow 3 times. The old mourners seem content with the sacrifice and let you go. You can't shake the feeling that the deceased smiled slightly. Ugh. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close together. Well, time to start hiking. You have a feeling that you are being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone sitting in the trees just a few meters away. Confront the person. The decomposing skin and vacant stare can only mean one thing. It's a corpse that someone propped up. The idea that someone could do it so close to you and so quietly makes you shudder. Still looking. While wandering through the woods, you discover some strange carvings on one of the trees, and by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? You're certain the missing people were here. You're on the right trail. Still looking. The trees block the sunlight, and you begin to feel gloomy. Uh-oh. I should probably forget one of these spells. Yep, it was a good thing I did, because that would have put me at 0 reason. Yeah, already saw that one. Still looking. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Uh-oh. I ain't got enough reason to come back from that. That encounter was the final straw. Your mind is snapped and you've been locked up in an asylum. It would be comforting to accept that you were insane, that no old god is awakening to devour humanity. But the drugs haven't made the horrors disappear. Alright, let's try one more playthrough and see if we can't get to the end this time. One more playthrough. Go! Besides, there's one more character we haven't played as yet. Haru, the Yakuza driver. Alright, continue. And let's go with the Thotu once again. You're home. Continue. Anything in the drawer? Library notes. Yep, and I got some cigarettes too. Alright. We've learned invisibility. Until the end of the mystery, there is no doom penalty for escaping from battle. Cost for a reason. Alright. Let's get investigating. Eerie episode. Sorrowful Saga of Moonlight Sailors. Alright. Let's start with the macabre memoir of morbid mermaids. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He's collected every scrap of the legend about them in the school basement. Now his mind is snapped. He's decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate students' bodies as materials. I recall another LPer using their name as a seed with Haru, and he had, well, I'll link it on the server. Alrighty. Investigate the seaside location. We'll also want to get us a weapon. Seaside hardware shop should have something we could use. Let's get the crowbar. Alright. Now let's investigate the seaside. You decide to enter an old, shady bar. Alright. Are you talking to them? Nope! Stamina loss. Anyways, let's try that again. Yeah, I know what happened the last time when we picked up that statue, so ignore it. Despite your sudden urge, you get a hold of yourself. Moving away from it, you quickly forget the whole encounter. You may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the ocean. Anyways, there's one thing everyone at the school is talking about. Another girl from your area has gone missing. Could there be anything connecting all the missing people? I should investigate downtown next. Yeah, investigating downtown. The investigation is starting to take its toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. How do you address your weakened status? Buy coffee. The double frappe macchiato is a nice pick-me-up. Asking around your neighborhood, you got some results. It seems the girls all attended the same school. Alright, let's look. You enter the school to wash your face with cold water. A sudden noise behind the stall stops you in your tracks. One of the stall doors is open on its own. Close the door. You walk to the door to try and close it, but something is blocking it. When you look up, you see a ghastly pale hand holding the door. You back off in the toilet as the door slowly opens. A girl in a tattered uniform is standing there. Her head twists unnaturally as she makes a roaring, rattling sound. A door behind you slams shut. It's the toilet ghost. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna need to smoke me some cigarettes. There we go. I got one of the ritual moves right, so. And since this is a ghost enemy, I know that this ritual will work. If I can figure out the right way to do it. Ew. You know what? Fuck this. Run. My reason cannot take any more of that. All the missing girls were apparently members of the school swimming team. Maybe someone has seen the kidnapper stalking them? Let's see. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from underneath the door of the chemistry classroom. A damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. How do you get through to the other side? Risk going through it? Yes. You see a sudden movement near your ankle, just in time to jump away from something trying to bite your leg. You make it to safety on the other side. You find a notebook containing handwritten and detailed notes about the swimming club itself and mermaids? Investigate the morbid school. Ooh. A nauseating stench stops you. Someone has scattered rotting fish guts everywhere and hung up countless fish heads. You cover your mouth as she slowly retreats. A vast flock of seagulls outside viciously attack the windows. Gross, 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 gross. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem to be really obsessed with mermaids. Nah, ya dink. Inside the science lab, you find a plan of the town's sewer system. Someone has marked a path leading to the sea directly to the school building. Leading from the sea directly to the school building. Ooh, alright, let's cast this invisibility. Ooh, that's a nice effect. Alright, there's something wrong here. A weird apathy seems to infect every adult you ask for help. You will have to deal with this alone. Alright. Chat. In between the conspiracy theories and the blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm gonna need to rest because I am running out of stamina, or not stamina, but reason. You compare the sewer plan with a school map and it suddenly dawns on you. School basement. That must be the place where the kidnapper is keeping the missing swimmers. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company, fortunately, specializes in cases such as yours, and will gladly help you get back on track. After all, he takes a step closer, and you could swear there is a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. Jar blood. You startle awake on a park bench. Did you faint? There's no sign of the grim man anywhere, but you find an envelope full of cash inside your pocket. There's no turning back now. God, let's hope she's alright. You bust through the door to the janitorial closet, but it's already too late. The missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress, her upper torso at least. A tail of a fish has been crudely sewn in place of her legs. She was too weak and died, you hear the mad janitor say. He looks you up and down. Maybe you'll do. Not giving up after the previous failure, the obsessed janitor has found another body to experiment on. You. I believe there is a special combat action that I can take here. Yes. Force the manhole open with a tool. Got it! To your horror, a scaly hand reaches for the open manhole and pulls the screaming janitor inside. Silence. After a few seconds that feel like an eternity, a grotesque, half-fish, half-human thing slowly emerges. It takes a long look at the mutilated corpses and sighs. He had a good idea about the two halves, it croaks, but the fish should be on top. Police officers find you a few hours later. No trace of the mad janitor is found, but you'll sleep a little better tonight knowing that the other students are safe. Alright. The old god stirs. There's something wrong with the tap water. It's black and oily and glistening, smelling like death. You hope it's just a temporary situation. Oh, so much for taking a bath. Hey, got ending bisected. Alright. What mystery shall we tackle next? Let's try the far-out fable of a fear festival. Your aunt has sent you a letter inviting you to a curious-sounding festival. It is held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all this stress. Wow. Mr. Yakuza Man still lives with his parents? Today's goal: explore the weird festival. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Yeah, this was one that they had in the early access, and it plays quite a bit differently from the other mysteries. Someone is waiting for you? A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed that they resemble claws more than hands. Your group has arrived in the village, and is currently unpacking at the inn, giving you some time to explore. The festival begins in the evening. To progress this mystery, choose your actions that will advance the clock. As you learn about this terrible secret of this village, more actions will unlock. Let's see. Alright. Our current objective is to explore the weird village, so let's explore the weird village. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. The festival grounds are now open to visitors. Maybe you should check it out. There's still some time before the festival starts. The locals are seemingly busy setting up stands and decorating the place. A few stands are already open, but you can't shake the feeling that something's wrong. It's getting late. Enjoy festival, buy souvenirs, look for friends. Let's enjoy the festival. There! Would you like to test your luck at this fine game? Let's buy a ticket. Not your lucky day. Sorry. The creepy vendor smiles. See you soon. Excuse me. Look for friends. You stumble into your friend Yoichi. Hey, can you spare some time with me? Let's see, what does Yoichi do? Let go doubles your currently available funds, so I want to hold on to it for now since I only have the one. Today's goal, learn more about the festival itself. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly the moon comes from the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest, or try to find more information about the festival? Since the festival's not open yet, let's explore the forest. Last time that I prayed to this, I found a severed hand and got wigged out, so let's destroy the shrine. You topple the evil-looking statue. Nothing seems to happen, but you have a terrible feeling about it. Alright, it's the evening, so let's enjoy the festival. Look for friends. I don't think I can afford the reason cost. Someone is watching you from behind the trees. Explore the forest. You discover an old campsite on the edges of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down, and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Search the tent. The sleeping bags have been torn to shreds. You find a wallet nearby. There's no ID card inside, but you're sure the absence of cash is the least of the missing person's problems. Yep, this money's mine now. Mine. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They are talking about something awakening at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. It's not safe here. You decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. The festival is ending tomorrow, and you can't be too careful. Villagers seem to follow you at every step. Keep looking in the forest. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Is that blood? Where is everybody? Today's goal, find the missing people. A trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. 4 actions until sunrise. You start to recognize some of the paths and rocks you've seen earlier. Get lost in thought? Nope. You get completely lost in your thoughts and fall into a hole that was clumsily covered with branches and leaves. Who set up this trap? And for whom? An abandoned factory! That must be where they took everyone! Rustic camp. Rustic camp? I got my reason back. But here we go. While exploring the factory, you're caught by masked people that you've seen from the inn's window. After tying you up, they bring you to the cult leader. We knew you'd come. You hear a raspy voice, your aunt's voice, coming from behind the priest's weird mask. She signals towards the door behind her. Our master is waiting for our final blood sacrifice. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh! 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 Oh? With a loud bang, the ancient horror disappears, and the high priest falls to the floor, grabbing their shoulder. The last thing you see before blacking out are the beams of flashlights and the hand of a police officer saving you from falling. Later that day, detectives interrogating you are confused when you tell them about the ritual, blood, and eldritch being. The village is abandoned, and with no blood traces anywhere, you were the only one seeing the ancient horror. While you couldn't catch the leader of the cults to interrogate them, the people are safe. You board the old bus, wondering what would happen if you didn't stop them in time. Alright. Road's closed. Take the key. Anything good in here? Nope. Take me a bath. Oh, I leveled up. Let's see. Core strength. All combat moves deal an extra point of damage. Ooh, cool. And let me get me an extra point of strength, too. Oh, they still didn't fix the water problem. Alright. Alright. It's two mysteries solved. Let's do eerie episode of Evolving Eels. That'll be a nice breather from all the other catastrophes that have been happening. Alright. Investigate the seaside. You can't shake the feeling that those small dock buildings hide some terrible secrets. Again. Crabs are feasting on bloated corpse carried to the beach by the waves. Reaching for the body, you're attacked by several crabs that don't want to share their meal. Alright. Gotta rest. Alright, now to the school. And then there's this asshole again! Alright, save this combat sequence and go. He sure likes this mystery. Yep, so let's see. Or he likes hounding you. I think that might be the one. Anyways, a woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. A trail of blood leaks into the dark apartment. Calm her down? When you touch her shoulder, she gets hysterical. Her reaction shocks you. You move away as more neighbors enter the corridor. Investigate. Alright. Store those in storage. Investigate the apartments. I! How did I miss? Oh, it's 70%. This won't miss. Alright. Alright. Investigate the seaside. You are stopped by two men asking you to borrow some money. Uh-oh, Mr. Pachinko and Mr. Coin. Everyone has something to sell. Oh no. Oh no, there's two of them. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. It's one down. And that's the other down. Wait, what's that? Painkiller. That's not gonna help me. Oh well. Well, that was the entire playable cast that I have so far. And I do believe that this makes for a good stopping point. So let's start wrapping up, shall we? First things first, let me swing by Twitch. And you know what? I think I know who I want to raid today. I just want to make sure that they're still streaming. Let's see. Yes, they are still streaming. Tonight we are going to be raiding Cabal, who is a really cool guy. Does some voice acting, does some horror. Really funny guy. And he is doing one last stream today before he goes on a streaming hiatus to focus on YouTube content. So, let me get the raid message posted in here real quick. And our raid message tonight will be... You are the content! Alright? So, /raid, Cab Hall. Is that with 2 A's at the end? Yes. /raid Cabal. And with that, the raid is established, and I am calling it a night. So my thanks to everybody who turned out for this appropriately haunted stream. My next stream will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern when I begin playing Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Until then, everybody take care, and I'll see you all out there. Have a great Halloween. KG out.